In China, dark factories use hundreds of robots to produce electric vehicles 24/7, revolutionizing manufacturing. This shift is driven by rising labor costs and China's push for tech dominance. But a key question remains: who will buy all these cars? While China leads in automation and electric vehicles, Western rivals face higher costs and limited growth. Beneath the sleek robots, a complex battle over innovation, market share, and global influence could reshape the auto industry's future. Rise of the dark factory. China is pioneering a manufacturing revolution with the emergence of dark factories, production facilities so automated that human workers are nearly invisible, and the lights could literally be turned off. In these factories, hundreds of robots operate around the clock, assembling electric vehicles with astonishing speed and precision. Unlike traditional plants bustling with workers and noise, dark factories represent a radical shift toward hyper-automation, reshaping both the nature of manufacturing and the very role of human labor in production. This transformation is driven by economic pressures and technological breakthroughs. Over recent years, rising labor costs in China have pushed factory owners to rethink how to keep costs down without sacrificing productivity. Robots offer a clear solution by reducing dependence on manual labor while increasing efficiency. The concept of a dark factory captures not just an operational change, but a broader move toward a new industrial era where factories can function with minimal human presence. Yet this rise of extreme automation raises a lingering question: how sustainable is this model? While robots can work faster and longer, it remains uncertain how this shift will affect the workforce and market dynamics. The answers to these challenges lie deeper in China's broader push to transform its economy through innovation and autonomy. As the factories go dark, the country's vision for the future of manufacturing is coming into sharp focus. China's drive for automation. At the heart of China's automation surge is the Made in China 2025 initiative, a government-led strategy launched to reshape the country's manufacturing landscape from being the world's factory floor into a global innovation powerhouse. This plan focuses heavily on integrating robotics and automation to reduce reliance on foreign technology and improve domestic production capabilities. By embracing advanced automation, China seeks to boost efficiency, improve product quality, and compete internationally on terms beyond just low labor costs. The statistics underline this ambition. In 2023, China installed half of all industrial robots worldwide. This rapid expansion signals how central robotics has become to China's industrial policy. The goal is not only to supply China's own massive domestic market, but to reach a level where it can export high-tech manufactured goods without depending on inputs from Western nations, truly asserting technological independence. This strategic vision also influences how China balances the roles of humans and machines within these factories. While robots handle most repetitive, dangerous, or precise tasks, some steps, like meticulous cable assembly or maintenance, still require human skill. By promoting this synergy, China is crafting a new industrial model aimed at sustainability, scale, and innovation. From policy to factory floors, the country's automation push accelerates both the pace and scale of production. Leading companies and production scale. Among China's automated giants is Zeekr, a luxury electric vehicle manufacturer founded in 2021 that exemplifies the power of dark factories. Operating in northeast China, Zeekr's flagship plant can produce more than 800 cars a day, or roughly 300,000 vehicles annually, a scale that rivals Tesla's, which took over a decade to reach similar volumes. This rapid production is made possible by a highly robotized process where machines perform most tasks, while humans focus on fine assembly and upkeep. Zeekr's approach highlights robotics' dual advantage, boosting output while maintaining quality. The company continuously invests in automating more processes to speed delivery and reduce costs, positioning itself to expand quickly in China's fiercely competitive electric vehicle market. This proves that high automation is not just a futuristic vision, but a practical tool for scaling production in a rapidly growing industry. Furthermore, Zeekr's success is part of a broader trend across China's manufacturing sector. With half of global industrial robots now working on Chinese soil, the country's reliance on automation is reshaping global supply chains and intensifying competition. These developments show how companies like Zeekr are at the forefront of a manufacturing evolution that could redefine the global auto industry. The sheer scale and speed of China's automated production is rewriting the rules, but it also creates new challenges around competition and demand. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the future of manufacturing and innovation. Advantages over Western competitors. China's rapid adoption of automation gives its electric vehicle industry clear advantages over Western rivals struggling with higher costs and regulatory hurdles. Labor expenses in China have surged, but the country faces fewer labor regulations and lacks powerful unions that might slow down factory automation. This flexibility allows Chinese manufacturers to adopt robots and automated processes more aggressively, cutting operational costs and increasing production speed without the same bureaucratic obstacles found in places like the United States or Europe. Additionally, Chinese automakers benefit from extensive government support, including cheap loans and subsidies that help fund research, development, and large-scale factory automation. This financial backing accelerates the deployment of cutting-edge technologies, giving companies like Zeekr the resources to scale production rapidly. Meanwhile, Western companies like Ford and General Motors have pulled back from ambitious electric vehicle expansions, citing high battery costs, slower infrastructure rollouts, and the complex realities of labor laws and staffing costs. This combination of factors puts Western automakers on the defensive, as China's streamlined production and supportive policies threaten to flood global markets with competitively priced electric vehicles. The pressure to match China's pace and scale weighs heavily on established players, who must innovate while navigating tougher domestic constraints. China's automation edge sharpens the competition, but it also intensifies challenges beyond factory gates. Challenges of market saturation. Despite booming production, China faces a looming challenge: overcapacity and uncertain export opportunities. Most of the electric vehicles produced by Chinese factories are sold within China's vast domestic market, which continues to grow but may soon reach saturation. Outside China, geopolitical tensions and trade barriers have largely kept Chinese electric vehicles from entering Western markets, limiting their global reach. Countries with closer ties to China, such as Brazil, parts of the Middle East, Africa, and Southeast Asia, are wary of an influx of Chinese vehicles that could threaten their own domestic industries. This has created political headwinds that restrict the ability of Chinese automakers to expand internationally, adding complexity to their growth strategies. Even with unprecedented automation boosting output, these market limitations raise concerns about how sustainable current production volumes will be in the long term. Still, companies like Zeekr remain confident in China's consumption capacity, betting on domestic demand to absorb much of their output. But as production continues to ramp up and global questions about market access persist, balancing massive supply with realistic demand becomes one of the industry's biggest tests. With supply growing so rapidly, the unfolding dynamics will shape not only China's future, but the global electric vehicle landscape as well. Global implications and future outlook. China's move toward hyper-automation is reshaping not only its domestic industries, but also the global automotive landscape. With its factories running nearly lights out and robots handling the bulk of production, China is establishing a new standard for efficiency and scale. This rapid advancement pressures global automakers to rethink their own strategies, especially as competition heats up around electric vehicles, a sector poised for explosive growth worldwide. The automation race could redefine which countries and companies control the future of mobility. However, this shift is not without its complications. While automation accelerates production, political tensions between China and Western nations continue to limit Chinese brands' access to key foreign markets. Many countries remain cautious about allowing low-cost, highly automated Chinese vehicles to flood their markets, concerned about protecting local jobs and industries. This balancing act between innovation and geopolitical realities will heavily influence how China's industrial ambitions unfold on the world stage. Yet the sheer scale of China's automated manufacturing capacity cannot be ignored. The commitment to robotics and technological self-reliance signals a long-term vision where China is less dependent on Western technology and markets. Whether it can successfully address market saturation and trade barriers, the ripple effects of its dark factories will shape global supply chains, pricing, and the very nature of manufacturing for decades to come. As China's automated manufacturing continues to evolve, its potential to lead the charge in electric vehicle production and reshape global industries is undeniable. For those looking to understand the future of automation, global trade, and technology's impact on the economy, staying informed is essential. Like and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest developments and insights. China's dark factories are not just a glimpse into a robotic future. They're a challenge to the world's understanding of manufacturing and competition. As automation speeds up production and reshapes markets, the outcomes will impact industries everywhere. If this story intrigued you, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the technologies transforming our world.